Hello, 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 Space Cadets! What it do? How are you? It's your old pal Vector Spaceman, and we're back at it again, man, coming to you live once more, straight from Harbor Station, broadcasting on all frequencies to our beautiful planet Earth. Now, whether you're watching us live, or maybe you're catching us after the show, don't you know that we're oh so glad to have you on board. Thanks for helping us make outer space the place to be on this Wednesday, July 20th, 2022. Good evening, Space Cadets. Welcome back to the show, and if it's your first time tonight, then hey, welcome aboard. I'm your host, Vector Spaceman, and this is the Vector Spaceman Show. We're getting ready and getting set to rocket into another session of all the things we like to love and love to share here on the program. It's the middle of the week, but boy, does it already feel like we ought to be at the weekend. I don't know if it's just feeling rough because we're still in the midst of this heat wave that we're experiencing right now or what. But we're taking things easy tonight with little old art stream. It's been a while since we've had one of these, a chance to flex our creative muscles on stream. What'll we get up to tonight? Who knows? It's anybody's guess. If you've got suggestions, you let me know. Now, if you missed the last show, we took our first look at the new advanced edition of Into the Breach. One of my all-time favorite games, a tactical mecha action combat sort of roguelike sort of title, as we try to stay up to date on our 100% completion rate that we're oh so proud of at the moment. We had a great time, cranked out a victory with one of the new teams, but there's still many more to put to the test out in the field. We're going to be back to it, Into the Breach, tomorrow night, and who knows, perhaps in the coming weeks as well, as we've just been having such great fun with this new update so far. So, of course, if you want to stay up to date with all of our broadcasts so that you never ever miss a show, then be sure to follow Vector Spaceman on Twitter, YouTube, and right here on Twitch. Alrighty, Space Cadets, tonight is Art Stream Night. As I said at the top of the show, excuse me. It's been more than a minute since we've had an art stream here on the channel. We've been slacking on them, we've been putting them off. See, when we used to do them more frequently, we used to do a whole lot of live 2D editing, making new assets for the model and what have you. But because we're still cranking away at our Vector Spaceman 2.0, coming soon, and I know I say that so often, coming soon, TM. I've been neglecting to do art streams because I didn't want to showcase new stuff too early or keep making assets for a model which is going to get phased out in the near future. But tonight I thought we could just do some sketching, maybe a few art projects that I've had in mind. And of course, we've got our Doodle redeems on discount in the Cadet Credit Redeem. So if you've got something that you'd like to see get done, you let me know. Otherwise, we'll pursue some artistic endeavors that have been floating around up here in the old space helmet. 222, hey Witherling, how are you? Welcome to the program, welcome to the show. Yes, indeed, we hit that 222 follower goal because, of course, we're cranking towards our Vector Spaceman 2.0 model reveal. Coming in the very near future. It's definitely going to be before the summer is out. That's our goal. We're going to be able to meet that. I'm 100% sure of that. Pomato! Guess who just touched down from Pomato Town, you guys? Pomato Master herself. How are you doing tonight? Welcome to the show. So nice to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, Witherling's getting ahead of us here. He wants a little doodle for himself, does he? Well, that's a doodle we can get done, absolutely. Vector sipping on Master Shake. Almost sounds like it, doesn't it? Well, here's what we'll do. We'll head on over to the main screen here, and we'll see what we can't whip up, because it looks like Witherling's got some requests for us. Let's swap our page here, our view. We're going to head on over to the game and... not the game and screen, but the drawing screen. Here we go. Yes, for a little art time. A quick shout out, because I think it was just sitting there before we tabbed over. One of the ideas I had for tonight's artistic projects was to do a little fan art. One of our favorite fellow virtual space-themed streamers. This is Space Buffoon. We're going to do a little shout out because Space Buffoon is having a very special stream right at this moment. Started about an hour ago. Probably still ongoing, and if they continue to keep their stream up all evening, then we'll probably do a raid and show them some love tonight. But check out Space Buffoon, fantastic channel. Alright, let's tab on over to Clip Studio Paint because we're still getting the hang of this new software. Why not try it out? Witherling, what would you like to see done tonight? What can we whip up in spacey style for you? Let's see, a tablet working, tablet is working. Have we got... Yep, we got all of our range of motion set up proper. This is good. Feels natural, feels right. We can select colors, we can select sizes. Okay. P is for pen, B is for brush. What is the pencil command on here? It's also P, okay. I see, we just cycle through it. Can I, that zoom? Can I change brush size? Yes, we can. Ah, that's lovely. I just love the pencil textures in Clip Studio Paint. Probably one of my favorite things about it. Compared to the default brushes that you get in Photoshop, or at least in my older version of Photoshop, can't be beat. So tell us something here, Witherling. What can we get you drawn up tonight? Or, hold on, maybe I misinterpreted one of your earlier messages. Was Vector sipping on Master Shake? Was that your request? Because that's definitely something we can do here. Let's do a little sketch layer here. Oh, this is rough. My pen keeps hitting the mic arm here. Might have to switch our positioning. We should be okay. We should be okay. We'll just have to lean in a little bit. Yep, that's right. Okay, see? We got it. We got it. But, of course, we got to go ahead and we got to throw on our tablet hands here if we're working with the tablet. There we go. Got to stay nice and professional looking. Pomato, how are you doing tonight if you're still kicking around? You here to watch some Spaceman artistry? You know, Pomato does great art streams as well, and in fact, she even did a little picture of Spaceman the other day. Let me pull that up and show that up on the screen. Let's see, we'll tab over here. We'll pull up our folders. Pictures. Oh, wrong. Subfolder, here we go. Check this out, you guys. This was the fan art that Pomato Master made of Vector Spaceman. Check that out. Very JoJo-esque. I thought that was fantastic. She's got such a wide range of style. I really do enjoy watching her art streams. She was doodling all sorts of virtual streamers like ourselves. It was a great little program. It was a great little show. Yeah, isn't that great? Go, 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 go. Omae what was the line? Omae wa mou shindearu, or something like that. Alright, let's close that out. And let's start getting to work on Witherling's request here. Master Shake. Master Shake's pretty easy to draw. Of course, you gotta be familiar with Aqua Teen Hunger Force. But who couldn't be up to date on these sick, old-timey references? Alright, let's block out some space for what will be the Spaceman eyes, first of all. This is just going to be our sketch layer. We're going to have our eyes like this. Suggestively shaped eyes. There we go. Fill that out. And we'll go with some happy eye shapes, something like that. We'll fix that in post. Rough shapes right off the bat. Still getting used to CSP here. And then, of course, what's a good shape for... Let's see, big wide cheeks with a straw going into the mouth, something like that. And then transition into the shake, Master Shake, mind you. The fellow who voiced Master Shake, such an iconic voice. What else did he do? He also did, now I know what it is, he also did The Alchemist on Venture Bros. And I'm trying to think of any other characters that he might have played. Not just on Adult Swim networking, but also on any other series or any other games or any other stuff that he might have been in. Now, Master Shake's got weird, like, glovey hands. I'm gonna have to pull up some reference from him, I think. I imagine Master Shake would be fairly annoyed. Yeah, we're gonna get some expression out of this, I'm sure. But let's pull up, let's see. Whoops. Dropping my pen. Master Shake. I knew it. I knew it. Can't drag and drop? What kind of world is this? Alright, we'll copy it then. Make a new layer. Oh, it's a PNG. That's why it's all messed up. What's the... K is for moving stuff. Alright. And then you have to select a sub command for scaling. That's strange. Alright, that's our ref. But while we're at it, while I'm on the web anyways, let's look up Master Shake. Voice actor. What else has this guy done? Dana Snyder. Master Shake. Squidbillies. Never watched Squidbillies. But yeah, also The Alchemist from Venture Bros. That was such a great series. And it keeps getting canceled and renewed, like on and off, but I think it might actually finally be done, unfortunately. It was such a good show. Nothing else that I recognize here, though. Lego Star Wars, no, not familiar with any of that. Well, that was insightful. Alright, back to drawing. Let's see. So I had not recalled his eyes being so up top like that. Let's see. So we'll have him take up most of the top here, and then we can... Let's see, we'll probably either do... How do you express concern from a Master Shake? Either with a very, very sloped lid cover, or... I can't recall if I ever see him drawn with eyebrows or not. You know what my favorite part of the Aqua Teen Hunger Force series was? Was the Moonanites. He did voice Gazpacho. Ah, Gazpacho. But the Moonanites were always my favorite characters on Aqua Teen Hunger Force. His lid would warp? Okay, so we'll do that then. Warp lid. Remember. Alright. And then how best to convey anger from a shake? I like that little chin dimple that he's got. How far can we extend these hands, though? Or maybe we can imply some sort of wiggling out of... That was a terrible hand. Little banana hands. We might be able to imply some motion out of it, something like that. And then if we could get the little bendy bit in the straw, that would be nice. All right, we've got a heading. We've got an idea of how we're gonna do this. That Boost Mobile episode was one of my faves. That and Chicken and Beans. What's the one where they show up in the Moonanite vehicle or whatever they got, and they're dunking on Carl's little hoopty. Such a good show, though. Such a good show. Alright, time to go for our... And we're going to experiment with vector layers here. Let's see. Oh, look what I did. I went and I mixed up my layers. Fade that out a bit. Alright, so difference between a raster layer and a vector layer is presumably that we should be able to scale infinitely when we're putting stuff onto a vector layer, because that's what vectors are good for. So if we select some line work like that, can we then scale it up without any loss in quality? It looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks really good. Woohoo! I like that. All right. delete, and we can delete line by line. But can we also delete just like portions of it? Yes, we can. This is fantastic. Once I finally get the hang of this, like I could see this replacing Flash as what I use for most of my vector work. But I'm just so ingrained in using Flash after years and years and years of fruitlessly sticking with outdated tech. Alright, let's get started here. Let's zoom in. Give us a better handle on things. Now, how to draw Spaceman in the present Spaceman style. We gotta have room for the helmet. Helmets are very important. The little plate on top. We'll fix all this stuff. Now, let's do a proper visor here. You know, before we get too into it, let me see what... Maybe I shouldn't be using the pencil tool for this, but let me see what fills are like on vector layers here. Let's see. Oh, not letting me fill? Why is that? Other layers, enclose and fill. Fill. Do we have to rasterize the layer before we can fill stuff in? Ah, we do. Okay. Then I tell you what. Maybe we start over. Let's try using the pen tool. See what difference that makes. It's going to be smoother, of course. Yes, indeed. And if we close off lines, can we then use the bucket tool and fill stuff in? We can. Okay. Oh, no, but you know what? That's because we rasterize the layer. Can we vectorize the layer? Of course not. But we could make a new vector layer and experiment with that. Bucket. What was the key for that? G for fill. All right, no, it looks like we cannot. The only other solution would be to do what we usually do and make big color fills like that sort of thing. But, you know, less sloppy. We'll go for that. Because I may want to scale this down the line. Alright, so don't need this layer. Don't need this layer, I believe. Let's not clutter ourselves up here. Back to our base. And let's start sketching. Alright. So this will be much more like our usual Flash stuff then. Since we're using a pen tool and not our pencil tool, which as much as I like the texture of the pencil tool, just doesn't capture that same Spaceman feel. All that perfect imperfectness, imperfection, as it were. There we go. And we'll fill that in with the eyes later. Let's work on the helmet. That's a little wide. The basics of the present Spaceman model are pretty easy to communicate in sketches. I gotta say, some of the changes that we've made to the helmet for the 2.0 model would make doing sketches like this much more difficult. Take a little more time. Because this basically just comes down to 3 parts here. And then you hook in the ear flaps, or the ear muffs, or the ear pieces, whatever you want to call them. Very easy shapes. And then those get interrupted by the chin piece, which are themselves, again, very simple. don't know if you guys can hear that space storm coming in or something. If our webs go down, you'll know why. But Witherling, if you're still with us, you let me know. How has your week been going? How are things? What's new? What's happening? What's hot? I was saying at the top of the broadcast how... Oh, it's just been so hot where we're at. I've been working, doing some spacewalks, working out of doors, as it were. I'm feeling exhausted already. It's gonna be a happy day for Spaceman once we finally hit Friday, once we finally hit the weekend. Clean up some of this line work. I like how it looks a little messy though. And then we gotta work on Space Storm Monka. You never hear about space storms, but they're a real deal. Actually, no joke, did you guys hear, like lately, and I don't know if it's just because I've been paying attention to them so I get recommended these stories more often, but there's been so many solar storms recently. It's throwing satellites out of whack. It's got me almost paranoid about losing data. I'm always backing stuff up because I don't want some rogue solar pulse or whatever wipe out my hard drive or something like that. I know it never gets like that far in Earthside, but there have actually been instances in the past where solar storms have taken out like power grids and things like that temporarily. I don't think it ever affects personal computing hardware that much, but there's a whole lot of stuff, especially with all these model updates we're doing, that I do not want to lose right now and have to go back and redo weeks of work or something like that. I just realized tonight probably isn't the best to stream considering the thunder warnings. Well, yeah, similar where we're at. Sometimes you gotta risk it. You gotta be adventurous. Alright, and we'll close off the little spacey face. Can't forget our little bits though, of course, our little antenna. What else do we got? Oh, we got ear caps. What's new with you, Pomato? How are things? Hope you're having a fine evening. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. It's always nice to see you in here. And then our scrubby little microphone arm. You know what's cool about the mic arm on the new Spaceman model? I don't want to give away too much, but we've actually started playing around with different physics settings and stuff. So the new Spaceman is a lot bouncier, a lot more expressionate. I don't know if that's a word. Alright, we got to take into account here the Master Shake has to flip his lid, so to speak. Let's see. So we're going to offset some of our details here. That's probably the best way to convey emotion if you're animating a a fast food drink. Hey, Def's up in the chat. Is that Harbor Station's very own rasterized space? That is a bold and baseless accusation, madame. I'll have you know we are a 100% vector spaceman. How are you doing tonight, Def? Good to see you. Good to see us. Howdy, howdy indeed. We got a whole spacey gang up in here. Yes, we're doing a little sketch by request of our good pal Witherling. Always a friend of the show. In fact, sketch redeems are on discount at the moment. You can get them for cheap in the Cadet Credit redeems. We're drawing, by request, Vector Spaceman sucking on Master Shake from the Aqua Teen Hunger Force. We need to show that his attention is firmly on us. There we go. Doodly doodly doot, straw, bendy straw, crazy straw. And we're using this as an opportunity to keep practicing with Clip Studio Paint. It's a great sketching program, but at the same time, I'm so set in my ways that I rarely experiment with other software, so it's a good opportunity for us to learn. But how are you doing tonight, Neff? Hope you're keeping well. If I'm not mistaken, you got a special show coming on tonight too, don't you? It's a whole evening for special streams. I was just talking about how Space Buffoon is having a debut sort of special. Some of our friends are doing collab shows tonight. It's a busy, busy evening. Hope everybody has fun. Whoop, whoop. Misclick. Oh my goodness, our upload rate is all over the place here. I'm doing pretty well, Tanef. That's good. How do we show further displeasure out of a... Oh, I suppose we could imply that, yeah, he's literally flipping his lid. Here we go. Subtle details. I'm not great at drawing straight lines, although I do know that this program has got... Witherling was actually showing me some of the great commands that are built into CSP. I have yet to master them. That was the last time we did an art stream, I believe, which would have been... What were we doing that time? I think we were just doing Doodles again. Alright, get his little banana hands going here. That looks like a sketch layer, but it's actually almost dead-on model. Little implication of motion. I don't know if we're going to do colors yet, but we'll see, we'll see. And he's mad. He's saying, "Hey, you spaceman! What do you think you're sucking on?" I can't do a very good Master Shake. Fill in the blanks with your imagination. I think you can also rotate the canvas to make it easier. You know what? I should be able to do that right from my tablet, because I got one of these fancy ones with wheels on them. Why did it stop? Okay, not so fancy. I can only rotate counterclockwise. Woo! Stop. There we go. We gotta come all the way back around. Alright, now when it comes to drawing space faces... Okay, so color-wise, we're just gonna create a layer underneath of our other stuff. And we'll just draw underneath our line work. That's the easiest way to do it. What color is my visor? Orangey. So let's go big orange. We'll make that nice and large. Then we'll start working on the eyes. Oh, that was too big. We got some bleeding here. Let's clean that up. Shoop. There we go. The thing that I'm struggling with most right now when it comes to the new model is all the shading that has to be done. I stupidly went and I made the our hand pieces a lot more, I guess, detailed. So now I actually have to account for the way that they move around and interact with each other, things like that, and all the different shader layers that are going to come into play. Ugh, don't you hate it when your eyes bleed into the rest of your head? Yo, it's one of my top 7 easily least favorite things to happen. Like every single time. It's a pain. Oh, forgot to take off our top here, because that's supposed to be the part of the top plate. Let's clean that up. Withering, looking good, Spaceman. Yeah, we're getting there, we're getting there. See, now we just gotta work on the eyes. And the eyes... you know what? I think I'll make the eyes their own separate layer. Because Spaceman eyes are kind of a more yellowy orange. A lighter shade of space. Man, my upload rate is all over the place here. I see it going from green to yellow to red. If we lose connection, you guys, I don't know if we're going to be able to get it back up. Fingers crossed, but we'll see, we'll see. Alright, still on pen tool. We are going to go for like a happy spaceman. Why is nothing showing up? Because I'm on eraser tool, that's why. Spaceman's loving this shake. And then our eyes are usually just a mess of swirls. I don't know if you've ever noticed that detail about Spaceman eyes. But they're not 100% solid. And you know what? It's true. I do love a good shake. What's your guys' favorite milkshake? I gotta say, I'm probably a strawberry guy. All sorts of fruity flavors. That's always been my jam, my go-to. You can use lasso fill. Tomato, excellent point. We could just use lasso fill. That would save us time. Shake Zula looking mad annoyed. The Mike Rula. Also, I'll be lurking. It's morning exercise time. That's understandable. You're over on the other side of the globe. Tell you what, we'll go and we'll post this once we're done. We'll let you see it in all of its splendid glory, Witherling. Vector with the classic cartoon I'm Dizzy Eyes. Right? It's a tried but true classic. Yeah, man of culture, strawberry. And if it's not strawberry, you know, I don't mind. What do they call it? It's like a raspberry. That's the one. That's a good one too. Any kind of fruit flavor, I'm down for. Need to head out, heading home, have a goob stream. I will have a goob stream, Tomato. Thank you for joining us. You have a goob evening. Jeez. I can't speak for anything tonight. But thanks for tuning in. I hope we get to see you again soon. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your evening. Alright, while we're still working on this, let's put in a few details on our line layer. With the pen tool, Spaceman. There you go. G pen for gel pen, I presume. Or whatever that's supposed to stand for. Can't forget our lines, our little nubs, our little screws, whatever they're supposed to be. Our little cheek bits. There we go. Okay, let's try using that lasso fill tool. That is an excellent idea, which is going to save us time and energy. All right, lasso tool. Let me guess, L? If it's anything like... Nope, guess not. Lasso tool, where would you be? Under selection, lasso. Here we go. So I'm used to using Photoshop for an interface like this, but not to worry. We're getting the hang of it. We're getting used to it. We'll just select this whole area underneath the line layer. Probably saves us a bit of time. And we're going to fill that with, what's an approximate space helmet color? Something like that. G for fill, or was it K for fill? Oh, G is for gradient. That looks cool, but not what we're going for. Okay, double G for fill. This is looking like a darker Spaceman. There we go. That's about the right color. Lasso tool again. Now this isn't going to be additive, is it? It's just going to create a second selection. Yeah, there we go. It's a shortcut for this. M, because it's part of the area select. Was that a gradient on my vector space? Oh, listen. Gradients. There's nothing wrong with gradients when it comes to vectorization, technically. You can scale a gradient just as easily as you can scale, you know, a solid fill or a solid tangent. You know, it's still all math here. It's when you start getting into, you know, pixel perfect, uncomputational detail. That's when we have words. All right, and I can make an additive selection. This is good to know. We're learning here, you guys. Oh, thank goodness for Witherling, giving us opportunities to shine. Darker gray because it's the ear portions. G for fill. Bam, bam. There we go. Should have selected this while we were at it. My little antenna. And then the arm is... Man, this really did come out darker than I expected. That's alright, we'll make do. An artistic interpretation of a vector spaceman tonight. Oh, whoops. Additive, there we go. Have to keep looking over my hands here to make sure I'm getting the right selection. Okay, we're gonna take the chin pieces. I am gonna miss this simple style. As much as the new model does look cool, I am gonna miss simpler Spaceman. Here we go. Bing, bang, done. Fill in these portions. Don't love this toolbar, keeps getting in my way. I guess we gotta go darker again. There we go. That's a good looking Spaceman, but let's make a second layer for details because we want to put some of that sheen on the visor. Blow it up a bit. No reason you can't switch between the models, right? Or make it a point redeem. No, this is true. It is just better. Like, it's just across the board better. It's the kind of model that, had I had more time when I first got started to make, it's probably close to where I would have landed. It's, you know, it's everything that we've learned, all rolled into one package. Also, hello, Ellie. How are you doing? Ellie Azure, you guys, of the Nova Swarm. Hope you're having a great evening. We're doing some sketches tonight, because it's art stream night. We had Witherling in here earlier, and requested Spaceman sucking on Master Shake from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Do you remember that show? An Adult Swim classic. Out of the pool, you kids. Alright, I guess I still need to color in skin. Doing well, just cleaning up my room. Being very responsible. I gotta say, skin is like the worst thing for me to try and color pick. I know I've talked before about how I'm partially colorblind. And for whatever reason, skin tone is one of the worst things for me to try to pick on like a color wheel. Probably because it is a warmer, reddier tone. Is that what Spaceman's colored? Let's see. Something like that. I've seen the character around, never watched it. Oh, it's a classic. It's a classic show. What a classic. I mean, it's an Adult Swim program, so it's just comical nonsense, but, you know, for what it is, it gets the job done. But we're also using this as an opportunity to test out or continue. No, that looks too green. See, I'm awful at this. Too light. See, that looks like nothing. This is color blindness in action, folks. That's closer. A little lighter. That'll do. And then we go a little darker for the nose. The little swishy nose. There we go. I don't know, it still looks kind of sickly. I think it'll do. It'll do for us though. Right, how do I... Okay, we can pan. How do I get rid of this? Dealio. Menu. Can I close the menu? Can I just not have it here, please and thank you? I don't want it hovering right under my selection all the time. Okay, how do we color in a shake? He's got a pink straw. Bam. Oh no, you're killing Master Shake. I'm just, you know, appreciating his nutritious, his succulent, his delicious brains. How are you doing, Rig? This is Adult Swim Appreciation Hour. We've got redeems. Sketch redeems, doodle redeems on the cheap tonight. This was our first request of the evening. Master Shake. Getting sucked on by Vector Spaceman. If you guys have got something that you'd want to see doodled, have a doodle that you want to see done did, you let me know. We didn't really go into this with big artistic plans for the evening, so whatever we can get done, it's all gravy. Gives me more of an opportunity to test out. See, that is not proper yellow. There we go. That's yellow. But gives me more opportunity to test out Clip Studio Paint, which is the software that we're trying to get better at. Okay, that's really all the coloration on a Master Shake. Is his lid any different? Not really. We just got to color in that mouth. I'm going almost black. And then we could do some highlighting. I'm thinking like a almost cyan. Get that kind of 90s restaurant cup detail going on here. Yeah. That's the juice. Draw cat? Oh, I'd love to draw cat. Draw your favorite food? I'd love to draw my favorite food. Hey, if cat was my favorite food, then we could get two done in the same doodle. Thankfully, that's not the case. All right, that's a pretty good doodle. That's a doodle I'd say is done did. That's Witherling's request right there. What the heck was this? What was that? Oh, it was on this layer, huh? I find identifying stuff by layer is not super easy in this software. That's cool, that's done. Oh, and you know what? I think the thing that's changed since the last time we were messing around with Clip Studio Paint is that we can actually save stuff now. We're not just on the trial copy of the software anymore. We've upgraded. We're a real artist now, you guys. Okay, that's done. I mean, we could make it even better if we wanted to. We could go for like a... some coloring on the... How would that... trying to do angled, like reflection stuff off the top of my head is not always great, clearly. Which is why the base model looks kind of like that. That's good enough for me. Vector, no, we're not gonna... Although, if we could draw Vector eating a cat, that's kind of like a two-bird, one-stone situation right there. But no, we won't cheap out on it. Let's start with draw your favorite food. Okay, so now we gotta consider, what's a spaceman's favorite food? My favorite food. I will show you my favorite food. It starts... Let's see. We'll start a sketch layer here. Let's see how... We're going to go for like a top-down angle. We're not that greatest at freehanding, but we'll get started here. It looked like this. Can you guess what it is? I'll give you a hint. It's not an egg. But the shape is starting to become clear. That's right, Space Cadets. It's a bowl. Vector Spaceman's favorite food. Now, what could be in this bowl? That is the question. You gonna eat the bowl? I'm gonna eat the bowl. Or perhaps not the bowl, but perhaps what's in the bowl. Perhaps it was the food that was in the bowl that was the meal all along. That and the friends we made along the way. See, if we just disguise our rough sketching with enough line work, your brain will fill in the details. And that we don't have to pretend like we're good at doodling. All right, how to draw. Let's see. How to draw this, because it's a large mass of stuff. I guess we're going to have to take away some of the detail here. Let's see. May have to take away this back part so we can show what's actually in it, because it's going to pop out a little bit. Let's see. But, okay, here's where line control is going to be an issue. Okay, good start. And then we're going to have to need a few layers here so that I can, not folder, layer, there we go. So I can start layering stuff. Nap, how you doing? Hey, look, it's a cool looking spaceman. Put the food in the bowl or the spaceman gets it. This is a stick-up. We're drawing some viewer requests tonight, Nap. Thanks for tuning in. Some little space doodles for you. Right now we're drawing Spaceman's favorite food. That was a request by Ali Azure of the Nova Swarm. Next up we're going to be drawing a cat, as requested by Regil Mikado, also of the Nova Swarm. Is it rice? Nap is right on the money, you guys. This is rice, but it's not just rice. It's more than rice. More than rice is all you have to eat. We gotta add a little more detail, though. Rice porridge? No. The opposite. Rice porridge is liquidy and gross. We're a spaceman of substance. Where'd my eraser tool go? Oh, wrong layer. Alright, now how best to communicate this? Let's see. I want a new layer for this, that's right. So you're about to see some fancy foods. Fancy, fancy foods. And we gotta have some, like... pen tool, please stay as assigned, thank you. Why is it turned white? We want that key black, thank you. Oh my goodness. Something messed up here. Some crispity crackety sides of whatever it is we're drawing here. We'll try to get more detail into that once we add color. In the rice. Is it rice that a shrimp has fried? Not quite, not quite. In fact, the opposite. It's a shrimp that's been fried all up in that rice, but for a very specific reason. I'm terrible at drawing food, I just realized. How the heck are you supposed to draw rice? What idiot decided to draw rice? Start messing with color here. Oh, who's getting things hyped? That was Nep. Gonna give me a heart attack, you son of a gun. He's trying to solve the puzzle. Yeah, that lasso tool is nice, but being able to quickly draw in stuff is way nicer. How do you color in? That ought to do it. Kind of. Wait, is that salmon? No, tuna? I was kind of going for imitation crab or something, but really it could be any old fish. What's important is the presentation, Nep. Where's my rice layer? There we go. How could we possibly detail rice? Let's see, we'd probably use kind of, yeah, like an off yellow like this. So obviously it looks much better when I actually get it in the restaurant. But this is what is locally called a kabutodon. It's a type of donburi, which has got crab and shrimp, and it's actually got a whole lot of other stuff like, how do we add, let's see, another layer here for a blackish red sauce. Gotta have that sauce. That drizzle, though. Know what I mean? And of course, like anything Japanese, you go heavy on the mayo. That's not a very good mayo. Can hardly see it. That's going to be an issue. All in a nice ornate bowl. And why would it be called kabutodon? Anybody want to hazard a guess? Any linguists who might know a word or two of the old Japonese? You like it to spicy mayo? Yeah. Draw a little chopstick. Looks like a horseshoe crab upside down. Kind of. I think I might see what you're going for. You're thinking of like Kabuto, like the Pokemon. So Kabuto in this case refers to a helmet. So it's supposed to take after like a samurai helmet. And samurai always have big mustaches on their face masks. But also where the name comes from, because the shape of Kabuto, which you might have been getting the name from, yeah, it also has the same sort of horseshoe design on the top of the helmet. Yeah, so the what do you call them? So the shrimp are supposed to be like the horns on the helmet, and then the rice is, well, that's the don. That's just the donburi. I don't even know how it's spelled, says Nep. I'm a Hispanic Florida man. How could I possibly know Japonese? You gotta be more worldly, I suppose. But that is Kabutodon, one of my favorite foods. Definitely one of my favorites to go out and eat. There's a donburi house near our place on Earth that does fantastic foods. Make it a fancy bowl. Fancy, fancy. And then we'll color in them chopsticks. Our little culinary daisho. I mean, I did invade a Canadian town on Mooseback. Well, hey, that's impressive. Good for you, Nep. Alright, that's a good second illustration. We got our favorite food, courtesy of Ellie. And we learned a thing or two along the way, and isn't that the real victory, the real vectory? We're an educational program here, you guys. We're learning things tonight. Now let's load up another file here. Let's get to work on Rig's request. Riggedy big Rig's request. Nep says, I'm banned in Japan, Korea, India, the Netherlands, and New Zealand. Well, you could still hit Australia then. Gotta look on the bright side of things. Alright, and Rig wanted us to draw a cat. So let's draw a cat. How do we draw a cat? Well, we start like this, obviously. And then the cat has its top plate, like so. And then it's got the side piece here, and then that comes out into the ear piece, which all cats have. Then, of course, they got the chin bit. And then that's when the jowls come into play. Then the nose is kind of like this. And then the other side goes up like this. Gotta watch out for the other cheek piece. Can't forget the whiskers, though. Cats love whiskers. Helps them get around and see stuff. Alright, and then we add, let's see. There we go. Fat cat face. Hunched over back because cats have terrible posture. Legs. Paws. No, that's not right. How do cats sit? Do cats have talons? No, they got claws. Little paws come down like this on the other side, because cats have 4 legs, right? Yeah, definitely, definitely. And they have tails. Cats have tails? Cats have tails. Let's see. And they curl and they do stuff like that. And they've got stripes. Cats definitely have stripes. But they're also enormous. Like this. And they eat lasagna. Because all cats love pasta. That's too brown. That's a different kind of box. Let's see. And we add a little red, some sauce. Maybe a little green, like we got a little pesto or something on top. So weird looking lasagna, but that's fine, that's fine. And we'll just make it look nice and hot and steamy. Hey! And then we go and we color in a cat. And cats are orange. Everybody knows that. Maybe not sickly brown orange, Spaceman. Here we see that color blindness catching up with us again. Let's make a new layer here. And there we go. Not great at drawing paws, clearly. But don't cats also have stripes? Go like a browner kind of thing here. There we go. Since it's becoming readily apparent that we're just aping on Garfield. What's the color picker? There we go. Yeah, that's a Spectre Space Cat right there, Ellie. Let's see, we got a few more details to work out. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm like 96% sure that this is everything Rig was looking for. You know, this is a conversation that I'm pretty sure came up in one of the Novus Worm streams, which was whether y'all were dog or cat people. And I remember Rig saying that he was more of a cat guy. So it sounds like bias to me. If you wanted a super cool cat drawn on the program, sorry, friendo. You're getting a Vector Space Cat. I'm more of a gator man myself. You know, I've heard that some people do keep alligators as pets. I don't know if they have the longest lifespan, the gators or the people keeping them. But every now and then you see videos of them sort of looking like they're getting along. Rig is entirely a cat guy. I like cats and small/medium dogs. Lyra likes big dogs. See, I think I'm a dog person as well. But only because I've grown up with dogs. I don't think I'd ever get a dog on my own. Like, my family has had dogs for the longest time, but as nice as they are, as precious and sweet as they can be, they are a big commitment. Orange on orange, fantastic. And how do you do a Garfield eye? Let's see. It's kind of like... I think it'd go a little something like this. No, you know what? We're gonna look up reference. If I'm gonna lampoon a style, then by golly, I'm gonna go the whole distance. Let's see. Garfield cat. Oh, of course. Of course. We got the big eyes. With the half-closed lids. That's how we do it. Kind of like that. Doesn't really translate very well in light yellow. So let's go over that again. There we go. Vector Space Cat, if ever there were one. Oh, but hold on. Garfield's got kind of a light... like jowly, muzzly area. So let's update that. What is the matter here, Spaceman? Can't pick a color to save your life. Guys, take my advice. Don't be colorblind. It's kind of a huge hassle. Wouldn't recommend it. If you can avoid it, definitely choose not to be colorblind. Alright. That's odd looking, but I'll take it. That's fine. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Oh, what's this? A gator is just a very scaly, semi-aggressive cat. Some guy has an emotional support gator. I've seen, like, images, videos of dudes, like, cuddling with, hugging, like, napping with gators on their stomachs sort of thing. And not just, like, the little tiny, like, the baby ones. Or, like, caiman-sized gators, but, like, big gators. I've been around both cats and dogs growing up, but the small dogs were more interactive. Interactive, eh? I think that big dogs make for better family dogs, I think. They're pretty chill, they sort of keep to themselves. I find that they're good with young kids. Smaller dogs, that's when you run the risk of getting like yappy little monster dogs. Ah. Alright, you guys, that was some good doodling. That was some good redeems. What time is it now? It's 9:15. I wanted to see here if... Okay, yes indeed. If we could maybe get a little project done here tonight. We might still have time for it. Which was, could we make a little doodle for our pal Space Buffoon, who is having a special stream tonight? A sort of debut stream. Fellow virtual streamer Space Buffoon. I did a shout out earlier, but if anybody's not aware, make sure you check out Space Buffoon. They're actually still doing their special stream right now, so maybe we'll go say hi if they're still streaming. After this is all done, we'll pop in with a little raid. Let's see what we can't crank out here. What sort of message of appreciation and congratulation could we send to Buffy? What do you guys think? Let me pull up some reference here, because I had it ready to go, because I thought this might be our major project for tonight. Maybe we could draw Buffy flying their funny little silly ship. Or in some sort of dynamic pose, perhaps. What could we do here? Let's see. Now that we're all nice and warmed up. Let's see, could we draw their ship? Something like this. Sort of coming toward view. Has it got wings on it? Let me look at that again. Yeah, it got wing. Sort of on the back here. And then I'd like to imagine it got side wing as well. I didn't get a very good reference image. And let's say it got a little thruster or something at the back, something silly. Silly is the name of the game when it comes to Space Buffoon. Rocketing through the stars to a stream near you. Clean some of this up. I wish I had remembered last time we did a Clip Studio Paint stream, Witherling had showed us a very cool sort of draw by path function that this has, which I know that Photoshop has as well, but the way it was done in Clip Studio Paint was real slick. I figured it would save me a lot of time if I wanted to use brushes along certain paths. Right, now what are we going to do about the cockpit here? We're going to have Buffy inside, obviously. I think just going in for a leisurely fly. Let's see here. Drawing Buffy, let's see. Buffy's helmet. And Buffy's got not quite the same, but a similar sort of helmet setup to Spaceman. Got the visor. big clown nose. Maybe too big. Now we'll center that more. And the cool thing about Buffy's eyes is that it's actually like a crosshair. Some people don't notice that. Yeah, that looks chirpy. All right. Let's finish flexing out some of these details first. The balls on the side of the head. Very silly. These little space balls, as it were. Oh, there we go. Maybe just a big Muppet-esque smile. We'll worry about the mouth in a sec here. In the meantime, do the body. Alright, so we'll put like a dashboard up front. And then like a console or something. Something to grab onto here. To steer the ship. Works for me. How do you grab stuff? Let's see. With your hands like that. And then, but how did we change color again? What a ridiculous interface this is. Alright, that's roughly a Buffy-shaped image, but we also gotta take into account the wild and crazy Buffy hair. Let's see. Zaya, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the lurk. You know we appreciate it. Welcome to ArtStream. There we go. There's a happy Buffy. Okay, we'll do a little coloring. Oh, thank you for reminding us to save our work. We really should save all of our work here. Let's see, we'll save this as... we'll put it in the Doodles folder. We'll make a new folder for CSP, Doodles. Call this one Buffy. We'll call this one Vector Cat. Wouldn't want to lose all our hard work now, would we? Call this one Kabutodon. And we'll call this one Master Shake. What a productive evening. Thanks for tuning in, Saya. Alright, what color is Buffy's ship? Let's see. It's purpley and reddish. Just very rough sketching tonight, because we've been doing viewer request doodles, and I'd like to try and get this last little one done before Buffy's special stream ends that's going on right now. Put a little extra effort into it though. engine color. Little detailing. There we go. There we are. Looking good, looking good, looking mighty good. And now we need like a reddish. For the nose of the ship. Red nose, just like Buffy. I'll bet that was intentional. Because Buffy's nose would be red, right? I'm not just imagining that, am I? Look at our ref again. Oh, it's kind of purple. I would have screwed that up. How embarrassing that would have been. Let's get that detail right. Some highlight lines just for sport. Now let's look up what the rest of Buffy looks like. All right, darker. Oh, forgot the central hair flop too. That little flip here. Gotta make sure I put that on the right layer. Thank you. Okay, now Buffy's got like pink hair. Keep tabbing back and forth here. Yeah, lighter pink hair, but kind of muted, because it is hair after all. See, one of the best things you can do, even if you're not terribly skilled at sketching or doing doodles, you know, even a spaceman can do it. One of the best ways that you can support your fellow virtual streamers or your favorite performers is you can make little fan works of them like this. People always appreciate it. And there's like a muted green and bluish swirl in Buffy's. Or is it green and red? Let me look at that again. Green and kind of like a green and dark purple. Okay. Kind of like that. And then the visor color is orange. We love orange. Only the finest. Yuck. More vibrant, please. There we go. And clownish white skin. Yeah, like stark white. Okay, now we just gotta color in the mouth a little bit. And the vest. The vest is kind of gray with a purple shirt underneath. Okay. That's a mighty fine looking Buffy Doodle, if I do say so myself. Color in console. Maybe we'll put a few knobs and buttons and stuff on there. Little joysticks, okay. Some buttons. Some nice, shiny, spacey buttons. Some sort of lever. That's always good stuff. Some enticing red buttons. Some cool blue buttons. Maybe a nice silvery handlebar. There we go. Looks good enough to me, you guys. Now, of course, we just gotta put in some sort of background color. I'll put that on a separate layer, just so we don't accidentally anything here. There we go. And we'll cover all that up with a nice light gray sort of window sheen. Without taking away a detail off of Buffy here. There we go. Now the only thing left to do is we probably want to put some sort of flame coming out of the back here. Back behind everything. Big old jet burnout. Of course, if there's one thing I'm not great at drawing, it's fire, because I can't see reds very well. Lucky me. In fact, that's one of the things that I just straight up can't do. I was told at a younger age was, Spaceman, you're never going to be a firefighter. Because you can't tell the different temperatures of flames apart by sight. But that's alright, that was never one of my go-to career moves, so I guess it all worked out in the end. Alright, now we're just gonna have to find a nice background for that, or maybe we can make one. We can make one. Let's make one. We'll start with a nice black. You could always do blue fire if that's better for you. I guess we could, kind of like an ion engine or something like that. Very Star Warsy, very spacey. I think this will be fine though, in the grand scheme of things. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna position it somewhere like right here. Then we're gonna rotate it a bit. Where's my rotate tool? Scale rotate. So I think it's gonna be sort of coming from off screen here. Then where's my fill tool? Did that not work? We need a raster layer for that. There we go. Now we can start drawing some stars. And stars are easy. Stars can be blue, stars can be white, stars can be yellow. We just get to go wild. Nice twinkly stars, faraway stars. We'll have a mix. Couple binary stars. Actually rather common in the depths of space, as it were. Who knew? Let's do some blue ones. Maybe we do some yellow ones. I would like to have one more, at least one more, like this. Sort of even out, balance out the whole scene here. Some yellow ones, why not? Why not? Yellow ones can be a little bigger, maybe. Space! And then what we will do, we will create another layer for our sort of rocket streak through the stars. Buffy's on a streak. On a mission, on a quest. To bring joy and silliness to everyone's computer screen. Actually try to work it in a little better. Almost looks like they're Tokyo drifting through the stars here. We gotta curve it like this. There we go, that's better. Slightly better. All right. I'm satisfied. Now we write a little message. Well, we'll save first. Then we'll write a little message. We'll write congrats on the big Debut. Stay silly, Buffy. Because, I mean, technically it is the debut stream, or that's what they're calling it, right? Silly debut type event, yeah. So that's fine, that's fine. Just move this over a little bit. Love, Spaceman. And we'll save that off and we'll ship that over to them. And we'll probably put all of the sketches that we did tonight over on the Twitter page, which of course you can always find through these links. You can follow us right here on Twitch as well as over on Twitter, where we put our weekly schedules, and over on YouTube, where we re-upload rather, all of our video on demand, so you never ever lose track of them. But I think that right there is where we're going to call it for tonight, you guys. And you know what I just realized is that we had the station background music running the whole evening. Usually we put on like a playlist or something, but I just got lost in the sauce of this little guitar strum. But that's all right, that's all right. It got the job done. I want to thank everybody who tuned in tonight, everybody who's been lurking in the chat, keeping us company, and of course everybody who was redeeming the Doodle streams tonight. Don't you know we appreciate it? I believe, let's take a look over on, well, hey, let's head on back to the main screen here first. Let me stretch. Oof, geez, am I stiff. A lot of work staying hunched over a tablet, a drawing tablet all evening. Let's go ahead and turn the tablet off. There we go. Check on Twitch because I'm pretty sure that Buffy is still streaming. It's Buffy's big day, big debut stream day. So we should definitely go and send the raid their way tonight. Yeah, I think that's just a given. I think it's just a given. Let me get that set up and we'll get ready to rock. Lou, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the stream. I didn't even know you were with us. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't you know that we appreciate it? Oh, you could have gotten a redeem done for yourself as well. We got a lot of good work done tonight. In case you missed anything, let's take another look at what we did tonight. Check this out. We did a little sketch for Buffy, Space Buffoon. We got the Vector Space Cat. We got the Kabutodon. And we got the Master Shake. An evening full of fantastic sketch work. I just wanted to lurk. Understandable, understandable. I don't blame you. But you know what? I thank you. We appreciate it. I'm glad you got some enjoyment out of our sketchy little stream. But, as I said, Space Cadets, that is it for tonight. So, I want to thank each and every one of you who tuned in tonight, wherever and whenever you are. Whether you were with us, chatting in the chat, or lurking in the stream. We're lurking in the shadows, rather. Don't you know that we appreciate it? Now, we're going to be back tomorrow night, same time, same place, live at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here at Harbor Station. We're going to be playing some more Into the Breach, trying to catch up on that new Advanced Edition update that came to the game. We've been having a great time with it. I hope that we're going to have some more fun tomorrow evening. Take care, everyone. Now, until then, no matter what life throws your way, good luck and Godspeed. This is Vector Spaceman, signing off. Now stick around for the raid, because we're about to send you off for some more great content for your evening. Make sure to say hi to Buffy and congratulate them on their big debut stream. Take care, everybody, and we will see you again real soon.